What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ Review, and I'm here with my review of episode 6 of Swamp Thing. And just keeps getting better. This was the best episode yet. It really was. Still not a lot of Swamp Thing in this. For a show called Swamp Thing, there's still not a lot of Swamp Thing, but this was the most actually I think we've gotten of Swamp Thing in a single episode. So it kind of starts out with Avery, Will Patton. His goons track down Swamp Thing in the swamp and attempt to dispatch of Swamp Thing, and he's able to dispatch of them. Matt is able to track down Swamp Thing. I think his name is Matt. He's able to track down Swamp Thing as well, but Abby finds him and tells him that this is Alec Holland, and then Matt confesses that he had Alec killed to protect her from Avery. She goes to Avery and says that she knows what he was doing, and he says that he forgives her and that he's not gonna hold this one against her, but if she makes these kind of accusations against him again, he won't be as forgiving. It just keeps building. Everything keeps building as far as the intensity of what's happening. Like I said, Avery is a very good bad guy. He's a very good villain. And the stakes just keep going up. And like I said, I fully expect Avery to have a transformation as well in this show. I expect him to become a monster as well. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But that's kind of what I'm expecting. I expect him to have some sort of transformation so that he's actually able to fight Swamp Thing. All that being said, the most interesting stuff to me was stuff that didn't even involve Swamp Thing or Avery in this episode. Ian Ziering has been a gift to this show. I've always liked him. When he was on 90210, when he's been in the Sharknado movies, I always liked him as an actor. He's been a gift to this show as Daniel. And this whole side story, there's more going on in this town than has ever been revealed. And we're getting a setup for Justice League Dark is what's happening. I hope it happens because it could be great. So Daniel's in a coma, and he has a vision of the Phantom Stranger. The Phantom Stranger, guys! I've got in that room right there behind me where I keep my comics. I have got so many Phantom Stranger comic books. The Phantom Stranger. So he gets a visit from the Phantom Stranger, who kind of goes over the deal on why Daniel has to stay there. And this kind of spurs him to almost turn into the Blue Devil. He's going to go full transformation in the next 3 episodes. There's 7, 8, 9, and 10. So in the next 4 episodes. In one of those episodes, he's going to go full transformation into the Blue Devil. And that's gonna be great. Like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with the Blue Devil as a character, but I have enough to know that it's a cool character. I've got several Justice League. With the exception of the Phantom Stranger, most of my exposure to the dark side of the Justice League, or to the dark side of the DC Universe, the magical side of the DC Universe. You're talking Constantine, Zatanna, Swamp Thing, Nightmare Nurse, the Blue Devil, Madame Xanadu, Black Orchid. This whole dark side of the whole magical side of the DC Universe. Most of my experience with this comes from the Justice League Dark comics. There's been 2 volumes, 2 ongoing Justice League Dark comics, and I've got every issue of both of them. And so that has exposed me to a lot of the Justice League Dark characters, the magical characters, with the exception of Phantom Stranger. I've read a lot of Phantom Stranger comics in my life, and Pandora. Now, Pandora is a relatively newer character, but I have all of Pandora's comics as well. And the Trinity of Sin. That was Pandora, Phantom Stranger, and The Question. So Outside of Justice League Dark, though, a lot of these characters I don't have a lot of experience with, and that includes Blue Devil. But like I said, I know enough from reading Justice League Dark to know that he's a cool character. Madame Xanadu being in this is really awesome. You know, she visits Daniel again at the end of this episode. And just the fact that we have Madame Xanadu on TV is just. We truly live in special times, a golden age of comic book media, movies and TV shows. So, yeah, this was another episode that kind of fired on all cylinders. Again, we don't get a lot of Swamp Thing in Swamp Thing, but it was a good episode. It was a really good episode that really held my attention throughout. So that's where I'm at on Swamp Thing episode 6. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. Hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. You can help me by hitting subscribe. And you can also help me by hitting the like button. So hitting the like button helps the channel, helps the video get views. So hit that like button and help me out. And as always, thank you for being here at the LQ Review, where we talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. And until next time, we'll see you later.